But precisely at the moment the war could have escalated much further, a ceasefire was suddenly declared after 12 days. But in this first round, who could be considered the winner? Israel was able to inflict serious damage on several Iranian atomic sites, including 2 sites in Natanz and Isfahan and Kandab. Later, with the U.S. involvement, the underground Fordow facility was also added to the list of attack targets, although there's much ambiguity about the success or failure of the attack on Fordow. Regarding other components of the nuclear program, Israel succeeded in assassinating some of Iran's most prominent nuclear scientists. However, given the long history of Iran's nuclear program and its extensive scope, it seems Israel is still far from delivering a serious blow to the entire network of influential Iranian scientists in this field. Furthermore, Israel managed to inflict heavy damage on Iran's radar and air defense systems, conducting widespread aerial attacks, even over the Iranian capital. They were also able to attack Iran's missile sites, but most of these attacks were focused on the entrances and exits of Iranian missile cities and visible launchers. There's no documented evidence of serious damage to Iran's missile stockpiles. On the other hand, Iran, through continuous missile attacks that penetrated multiple layers of Israel's allies' defenses, and subsequently Israel's own defenses, inflicted significant damage on Tel Aviv, Haifa, and other Israeli cities, destroying many important centers.
You can see just how powerful these explosions were, those buildings.
These attacks did not cease even after the U.S. entered the battle. In response to the U.S. attack on nuclear sites, Iran even struck American bases in Qatar. The increasing quality of Iran's attacks in the final days, with the use of more advanced and destructive missiles, and on the other hand, Israel's mastery of Iranian skies and intelligence superiority effectively put both sides in a paradoxical situation. They had both the best opportunity to inflict serious blows on the opponent and were simultaneously very vulnerable to the opponent's attacks. This issue led both sides to accept a ceasefire after 12 days, following a U.S. proposal. On one hand, Iran, a country that has been under decades of sanctions and economic pressure, whose allies like China and Russia did not play effective roles in the war on its behalf, and some of its allies were seriously hit after October 7th, was able to demonstrate its military and armaments power. It challenged the notion that victory against Israel in the region was impossible and garnered significant popular support in the region and worldwide. On the other hand, Israel was able to showcase its superior intelligence and technological capabilities,